Hello, and welcome to the Gilbert, Arizona Temple Substitute System. The system consists of two major parts. The first, an offers to trade sheet, and the second is composed of 5 sheets, one for each day, and each sheet containing a set of columns for each of the 3 shifts. We will start with offers to trade. This is to be initiated by the person seeking a substitute for a particular shift in exchange for coverage on that shift. The worker is offering to work a shift for the other person. Here is how that conversation would proceed. I will start by entering the date on which I need a substitute. The system is expecting a formatted date as illustrated. I will next click on the down arrow for day of week in order to better describe my requirement. In the next column, I will again click on the down arrow and choose one of the 3 shifts. That completes the description of the shift for which I am seeking a substitute. In the description column, I will describe the shifts for which I am available to substitute in exchange for coverage. I will then need to provide contact information to be used by someone who sees my request and wishes to speak with me about it. When all the columns have been satisfactorily completed, they will change appearance as an indication that the entry is complete. Another person looking at this sheet in search of an offered trade which covers his shift is mostly interested in the description column. It describes when the worker is available. If the shift for which he needs assistance appears to be described, then he will reach out to make the arrangement. Once the 2 workers have agreed to the trade, one of them should come back to the system and delete the trade offer. He can do that by simply clicking on each of the cells in turn and pressing the delete key on his keyboard. From a phone interface, the sequence is probably a long tap and then choose Clear from the menu. The assigned worker will then notify his coordinator that his shift will be covered by this substitute. In obtaining a substitute, the presidency asks that we first exhaust the options available to us on the offers to trade sheet, or by reaching out to our temple worker friends. Only as a last resort are we to then look to the other tabs in this system. There are 5 additional tabs, one for each of the days in the week the temple is open. On each tab is a set of columns for each of the 3 shifts for each day. The names that appear on those sheets are those temple workers who are willing to serve as emergency substitutes for the day and shift indicated. No one is always available, and the dates on which the worker will not be available to serve are noted in the exceptions column. If I were looking for a substitute for a Tuesday, 2nd shift, I would click on that tab. There are 2 brothers who have agreed to be contacted, but one of them has disclosed that he is unavailable on the date that I need. So I will reach out to the other brother to see if he might be available. If so, I will leave his contact information intact and notify my coordinator that he will be covering my shift. The last sheet in the substitute system is the substitute log. Once a trade has been agreed to, resulting either from the trades sheet or one of the day sheets, that substitution event should be posted to the substitute log. In that way, your coordinator can check to see which substitutes to expect. Here is how that is to be done. I have advertised this trade. Another worker has seen my offer and agreed to work my shift. I will click on the substitute log sheet, scroll down to an empty row, and enter the information describing my shift. It would be best if I took this occasion to enter the other worker's side of the trade as well. This could be done by either party to the trade. I then need to return to the sheet where my trade was located and delete it. Thank you for your time, but more importantly, thank you for your service in the temple.